It's never ending. So now they want to put ICE agents in to do the job of TSA. They have no training. You know, Holman is saying how great they are at guarding exits. Yes, they stand by exit doors. They're fabulous. But Trump is saying, we're going to move, you know, because we don't have the TSA agents now, because they're not coming to work, they're not getting paid. So now he says they're going to put ICE agents in doing the TSA jobs. And Holman's like, well, yeah, we're coordinating it. I don't see them watching the x-ray machines. They're not trained in that. Well, they're not trained in any of it. So how is this going to work? ICE agents taking the place of TSA. Somehow I feel this is amping up to be a disaster, but let's see what the cards have to say. So the reading's about, oh Lord, what is it going to be? Yeah, the fake ones in a position they're not ready for, okay? This is, you know, having the white supremacists, the drama, in a position of power. Gee, I don't see what could go wrong with this. They think they're in a position of power. They think they're an authority. So the energy coming into it are going to be about their actions, the actions in hand that these ICE agents who think they're now in a position of authority are going to be doing. Above it, yeah, the strong arm. Strong arm. Now in this case, I don't see this as good new information. I see this as, you know, we are, we're large and in charge. And yeah, this is what they're going to try to sell. That they're in a position of authority now. What could go wrong? So let's see what it says is going on today with this. Charging forward. Club in hand. Charging forward for the fight. They're suited up. Club in hand. The challenge is going to be, it's painful. This does not put out a boat of confidence. This is going to be mentally, physically painful because they're going in with club in hand, thinking they're now a new authority for their actions. Above it, out in the cold. Okay? So, people are out in the cold with this, wounded, out in the cold. Foundation is they're being ruled by the emotions in this. I don't think this is the card of democracy, nor is it the card of a genuine Christianity. This is that being ruled by the emotions. They're out of their league. They're not trained for this. Okay? But they think they're large and in charge. Potential outcome. Oh, Lord, what do we have with that? There's going to be investigations into this. So it doesn't look like it's going to go well. Outside influence, moving forward. Okay, this is going to be in motion. Above it, the message. Okay, the message, informational message. And the foundation is, it's going to come back on Trump or leadership. Okay, leadership. Coming back on Trump. Trump is the one that's sending it. Holman is also in charge. Okay. So this is going to have an emotional factor to it. They are out in the cold with what they're doing. They're not trained for it. And they're going to go in there with this idea that they're large and in charge. So we're going to look at 5 cards under this and see what's happening with it. Just short. It's going to be a tower moment. It's not going to go well. Okay? So what they're building, what they're constructing needs to be tempered. There's going to be a message about an action, and they're really going to be pondering this and not liking what's coming, what's being offered up. Because these yahoos are not trained in that. And we see how they have been, abusing their positions when it comes to ICE. Now, I foresee them going after people, sitting there and trying to drag them off into jail. Okay? Trying to arrest them. Going after them because they're not white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, if you will. But let's look and see what else the cards have. So how is this going to go overall? Yeah, club in hand, charging forward. So again, abusing. Are they going to try to arrest people? Yeah. Again, charging forward. Fight. How is this going to work out? The White House is going to come back on the White House. And what is going to happen in the end with this? Yeah, people are going to want to get away from this. They're going to be ferried somewhere else because they cannot do the job. Okay? What's going to be the ramifications in the end with all of the drama? The lovers, those that are engaged in that. And yeah, based on Trump, what Trump is trying to sell. Okay. So what's going to happen with TSA agents? The Tower moment. Okay. Tower moment. They're not getting paid. So what are airports going to do with this? Okay, they're going to have a concrete message put out about this. A concrete message, and what's it going to say? Again, a message about the information, about what these ones are doing, and mentally they restricting them, saying they are not in a position to do this job. Okay? And people, I think, are going to feel threatened to know they're having ICE agents in there acting like TSA. I think this is the people having to go through those lines. And what's going to happen with Holman? What's going to be the blowback on him? Nightmare. He's drug into this and he's going to have sleepless nights about it. Okay? So that's what I'm getting with this. There's going to be a lot of blowback. They think they're in a position of authority that they're not trained for. They're going to try to go after people. People are going to feel threatened. They're not going to feel safe to be flying. So I don't see this as a beneficial thing at all. I see a lot of complications immediately with this. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see if the cards are right or wrong. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you online.